Right. Hi, everyone. My name is Samantha, and I am super excited to be kicking this off for you guys today. So I'm a 16-year-old blockchain researcher and developer, and over the past couple of months, I've built a number of different projects, including a decentralized land registration application, and also a framework for securing industrial control systems. So essentially preventing cyber attacks against nuclear power plants. The members on my team include Harsahej, Bernice, and Laura, and respectively, they're interested in human longevity, AI, and quantum computing. Something I'm also really passionate about is female empowerment. So last summer, I founded a nonprofit dedicated to bridging the gender gap in STEM. And since then, we've been able to reach 21 countries in 6 continents, with the last one being Antarctica. But enough about what I love. There's something I really used to hate. When I was 6 years old, I hated drinking water. Every day when I came home from school, I would dump the water bottle my mom had filled for me in the morning down the sink to pretend like I drank my water. What I didn't understand then was how lucky I was to be able to do that. Because this is the state of the water that 785 million people worldwide are forced to drink. Now, you probably think this is some obscure place in Bangladesh, but this is actually Pitcher, Oklahoma, with the water turned red from nearby mining operations. In fact, just last year, 200,000 Americans died from lead poisoning in water alone. I find it almost ridiculous that it's 2021 and yet 2/3 of the world is still plagued by water scarcity. That's the majority. But this isn't the first time you're hearing about this problem. After so many years, why have we still not found a solution? What people often fail to recognize is that the majority of water quality problems are not caused by E. coli and Giardia, but instead by industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and mining operations. While many take the extra precaution of boiling their water, and although you can kill bacteria and prevent cholera like that, you can't just boil lead out. So essentially, you're still unprotected from the biggest polluters of water. The main bottlenecks currently are cost and maintenance. And while we have it good here and pay a fairly cheap price with someone else maintaining everything, that's not so much the case when you're surviving on $2 a day. Thankfully, at AeroPure, we've come up with a solution that will provide them access to safe water at a 77 times cost reduction. Using polysaccharide aerogels, we're able to filter out 99% of both the heavy metal ions and the organic compounds present in the water. Aerogels are the world's lightest solids, sitting at 99.98% air and have extremely low density, high porosity, and high specific surface area. But unlike conventional ones, which are made out of silica, AeroPures are made out of polysaccharides, more specifically, cellulose and alginate. We extract these polymers from bio-waste, such as recycled paper, rice husks, orange peels, and algae as a raw material, which is not only abundant, but also allows our aerogels to be cheap and biodegradable. Shaped in the form of 7mm beads, our aerogels also have a spectacular surface area to volume ratio, allowing for a maximum absorption as well as customizability to the size of your own container. Because cellulose is covered in hydroxyl groups, which are amphiphilic, they're attracted to both water and organic compounds. And by coating our aerogel with a silane coupling agent, such as methyl triethoxysilane, it can be turned hydrophobic, such that it selectively absorbs 99.4% of organic compounds, including oils, dyes, and pesticides, without absorbing any of the water. Alginate, on the other hand, found in brown seaweed, is covered in both hydroxyl and carboxylate groups. Apart from it being anionic, the presence of the carboxylate group here allows it to form metal ligand complexes, giving the aerogel a high affinity for heavy metal ions such as lead and cadmium. So, how do you use it? Inspired by stress balls, simply fill your reusable mesh bag with 1 packet of each of the beads, then place in the water for 1 to 2 hours. Once the contaminants have been uptaken, you can squeeze the mesh bag to remove the organic compounds and wash in a vinegar solution to remove the metals and prevent biofouling. Now, using those same beads, your AeroPure can be reused with this method 10 to 30 times with a less than 1% decrease in absorption capacity. With 1 pack of alginate beads costing $2.63 and 1 pack of cellulose beads costing $1.41, this equates to a 77 times cost reduction for the average person living in Africa, compared to the price they'd have to pay if they were forced to live off of bottled water in order to have clean water. Our vision is a world where people no longer have to worry about whether they'll have clean water to survive for tomorrow. And it's not just about survival, but breaking the cycle of poverty. Because for every $1 invested in water, there's an average return of $4 in increased economic productivity. And that's why we need your help in scaling our expert validated technology through funding for lab space and equipment. AeroPure allows individuals in the most disadvantaged areas to take their health and safety into their own hands, providing cheap and easy to maintain technology that allows anyone to drink clean water. Now that's a world that I want to live in. Thank you.